Hi, everybody, and welcome to the first day of the Launch Your Channel Challenge. My name is Trina Little, if you haven't met me before through social media or email or whatever, and I'm going to be walking you through these 5 days of just really setting up your channel, figuring out how to use YouTube to complement your business so that by Friday, you can launch your YouTube channel. So first things first, I want to know who's watching. So there should be like a comment section down below. Feel free to type in there. Let me know who you are and where you are watching from. I see Emily is here. I see Katie is here. Hi, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, especially for those of you who are here in the States. I know it's Memorial Day. I know there's a lot of picnics to be at, but thank you for being here. Also, let me know real quick, can you hear me and see me just fine? I want to make sure you can hear me. So let me make sure. Hello from South Africa. Make sure that you guys can hear me and we're all set to go so I can jump right into this. So if you have a picnic today, you can get right back to it. So can you all hear me? If you are excited for these 5 days, be sure to click that thumbs up button, like right down below here. Just hit that thumbs up button and make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel so that you'll be notified whenever I go live. So if you are busy doing work one day and you totally forget, there's a little bell icon that you can click on notifications so that you'll get an email the minute I go live. Hello, Sorrow. Hello, Celeste. Hey, Abby. Good. Everybody can see and hear me. Again, give this video a thumbs up so that people know you like it. Make sure you share it on Pinterest and Twitter and all the social share buttons below just to get the word out, because I really want to make sure I can make YouTube comfortable for all of you. So let's just jump right in. Today I sent you a PDF and the email was all about creating a channel plan. Now, I know from experience I didn't create a channel plan before I started. This is something I kind of fell into in the middle of my channel once it's been launched, and it really would have helped me to have completed before I started getting heavily into my channel strategy. So I send you this PDF, and I don't want you to think that you have to have your value proposition for your channel right now, right at this second, because I don't want you to get stuck and stop with the challenge. If you can't really figure out what your value proposition is going to be or how you're going to stand out, write your thoughts down in that PDF. That's why I created a PDF for you. Write your thoughts down. You can always come back, reevaluate, revise. I know as you start creating content and you start to see who are the people that you are helping and who are the people that are watching your channel and the feedback that you're getting, that really helps you to craft that value proposition a little bit better. So if you have your value proposition, great, you got your first assignment done. If not, totally fine. Don't let that hold you up. Write down some thoughts and we'll come back to it maybe at the end of the 5 days when you've been able to dive a little deeper into YouTube. We talk a little bit more about strategy. Maybe that will help you with your value proposition. So again, don't get hung up on that just yet. We also talked about how to stand out on your channel. Again, just write some thoughts down. Once you start creating some videos and you start doing it, you start to realize what you're comfortable with and what is your thing. You'll start to, get a schedule and a strategy, and then you'll really start to fall into what your thing is going to be. So just write some ideas down. It doesn't have to be set in stone at all. This is just for you kind of to brainstorm, to get the juices flowing here with YouTube. Hello, everybody who's here. I'm so excited that everybody is here. Took some time today. So that's what we got with channel plan. I'm going to jump into the 3 tips that I have for you, and then I'm going to open it up to questions. So the first tip that I have for you, I touched on in the training video that I emailed you, but you need to have a clear niche. When I started my channel, again, I'm giving you guys all the tips to succeed that I wish I would have known when I started. So I didn't really have a clear channel niche. I knew I wanted to teach video, but I thought I had to throw in other types of video to get a channel going. But that is not the case. If you focus on one specific niche, so I'm focusing on YouTube for your business, like complementing your business. Focus on that, and that's how you'll grow your channel a lot faster. You need to realize you can't be somebody for everybody, or you'll be no one for everyone. I think that's how the phrase goes. I think that's how the saying goes. So you need to really focus on a niche. Now, if you have a business, you probably already have your niche established. So that's great. But if not, think about what you want to be known for. What do you want to be the expert on? So when somebody says, oh, this is the expert in Instagram for business, social media for business, but more specifically, instead of just social media as an umbrella, maybe specifically Instagram or specifically Pinterest. You need to hone down on that niche to really figure out what people are going to come to your channel for. Do they need Pinterest tips? Then they come to your channel for Pinterest. Do they need Instagram tips? They know to come to your channel for Instagram. And that's how you're going to get the ball rolling with your channel, is really figuring out what your niche is going to be. I kind of strayed from my niche when I started because I thought I had to throw in other videos like my favorite books or my favorite podcasts to like get people coming, but it didn't help. Because then people were just confused. Well, what's this person creating videos on? Why am I coming to their channel? What are they providing me? So focus on that niche. That's the first tip I have as a beginner in creating a YouTube channel. So number 2 was who is watching your videos? Who are you creating this content for? Is it beginners? You want to start focusing on who your content is going to be created for. Now, maybe this is already your audience on your email list or that you're already targeting in Facebook, but you need to figure out who is your audience so that you can create content that relates to that audience. So really figuring out who it is that you want to address and who your ideal client is going to help you when it comes time to creating content strategy, because your ideal client has specific pain points that they want addressed that you can hit when you start creating your content. And so that was tip number 2. And let's move on. I told you this was going to be short and sweet so you all could get back to partying. Tip number 3 was back to that clear proposition. That's because people really need to know why they're subscribing to your channel. If you're just a mix-moshed channel of, okay, here's what I do in a day. Here's what I eat in a day. Oh, here's my tips on growing a blog. Here's how I make lunch. Oh, here's my tips on how to upload a graphic to your blog. So it just gets confusing. Why is somebody watching you? Are they coming to watch you for what you eat, how you stay healthy, or are they coming to watch you for how to become a blogger? Are you targeting beginners in blogging? So you need to figure out that value proposition, because that's why people are going to subscribe to your channel and how you're going to get those subscribers if you have that clear value proposition. Again, don't let that hold you up. Write your ideas down on that PDF so you can start to get thinking. And once we dive into content and we start validating our content, then you might get a better idea of what your value proposition is. So my 3 tips for you today was have a clear niche. What is your channel niche going to be? Tip number 2 was to figure out who is going to be watching your videos. Who is it that you're going to be targeting? And tip number 3 is to have a strong value proposition so people know why they're coming to your channel and why they are subscribing. So those are my 3 tips I have for you. If you aren't a part of this challenge yet, the link to subscribe to this challenge is down below. Every morning I'm sending out video training in a PDF to help you. And then I'm on my channel here at 2 p.m. to give you a little mini training and interactive Q&A in just 1 second. So if you aren't a part of this challenge, go ahead and click the link below. And I'm going to jump into questions. So I'm going to go over here and look at, oh no, can you guys hear me now? I'm sorry, I was buffering. Am I back? Okay, well, I hope you all can get this. Let's see what questions we were getting. I didn't receive any worksheet about a clear value. Celeste, that was part of the channel plan PDF. And then I asked you to share your value proposition in the Facebook group. Okay, I'm back. Good, I'm excited. Let's see. Who am I creating content for? I'm specifically creating content for more women entrepreneurs, online business owners who want to create a video strategy that works for them and their business. So that's my value proposition. I say in every single one of my videos. And why I say for them and their business is because I know everybody is different and every business is different. And every business owner has a different level of being comfortable on camera. So I'm teaching business owners to find a comfortable level of video for them and how they can incorporate it and complement their business with this video strategy. So I'm looking at somebody who already has a business and who's wanting to use YouTube to complement their already established business. So that's my value proposition. I'm giving clear tips and tricks on how to get started on YouTube to use it to complement their business. So Rich, I hope that Roots, I hope that clarifies who I'm creating content for and why people are subscribing to my channel. Can customers post videos to your channel like Facebook? No. So I did some collaborating at the beginning of my channel. And what you can do is you can get customer testimonials and have them send it to you. And then you can upload it to your channel and have an entire playlist on like client testimonials, customer testimonials to really solidify that, you are a go-to person in this niche. And this is the kind of work that you do, or this is the kind of product that you get when you buy from you. So they can't upload content directly to your YouTube. You have to upload the content on your own. Let's see. Are you using Google Hangouts now? Yeah, so Google Hangouts is now within YouTube Live. So YouTube Live and Google Hangouts are now the same thing. So this is how I'm going live on my YouTube channel, but the back end is Google Hangouts. So yes, I am on Google Hangouts. My question, my business is crisis management. Is this a too narrow niche? When I did a quick 60-second video on Trump, lots of young people like it. Crisis management, I think, is a great niche. But what I would focus on is, who are you targeting? Are you trying to get clients to hire you? Are you trying to promote a course? What do you want people to come to your channel for? And what do you ultimately want them to do? Because I don't use YouTube as my primary source of income. Because listen, if you're on YouTube to get rich on AdSense, it's not going to happen. The only way you're going to make actual real money on just YouTube ads is if you're getting 1 million views a month. So I don't want you to focus on using YouTube as your business. You need to think about, how are you using YouTube to complement your business? So do you have a coaching program? Do you have a course? Do you have an Etsy shop? How can you use YouTube to complement that business? And that's how you're going to make money. AdSense really is pennies. You're going to make really no money on ads on YouTube. So don't focus on using YouTube as your primary source of income. Focus on using YouTube to draw in your ideal client, because YouTube is a search engine, and how you can get them on your email list. Struggling to figure out what makes me unique other than me being me. Good enough to say my value proposition is get designer tips directly from a designer who has hands-on experience with this. Yeah, I think that's perfectly fine. I'm going to butcher a name. Lacia? That's totally fine. And once you start doing it and once you get on video, you start to really figure out what makes you different. So I know in my niche, there are other women creating videos like Sunny Leonard Doozy and Amy Schmidtauer, but I'm more focused on the beginner in YouTube and the way you can use your channel to complement your business and how to be comfortable on camera. Those are the types of things that make me unique. So I didn't really find that uniqueness until I did a few videos, and I started to realize and hear back from my audience and get feedback that that's what was making me unique and standing out. And so once you do a couple of videos, it will help you figure it out. Just get started. That's what I would suggest. Get started. And then those things will start to fill in and it will start to help you out. Celeste facilitates leadership development workshops, mainly for graduates, and I also do life coaching. I need to think about my value proposition for my YouTube channel. Again, Celeste, don't let that hold you up. I don't want you guys to get stuck on this whole value proposition. Write some ideas down. Leave it blank, But remember, tomorrow is a new day and we will be moving on to branding tomorrow. So don't think that because you don't have your value proposition done, you can't move on to branding. I want you to get through this whole 5 days. It's really the whole 5 days, once we're completed, will really encompass everything and bring it all together. I'm doing it split up into these little workshops because I know we all have a lot going on, and I wanted to break it up in manageable pieces so that you guys can, take your lunch break and consume this content and work on your worksheet. So don't worry if you don't get day 1 done. Don't think you're failing if day 1's not done. That's not the point of this. This is just to help you start to get ideas. And as we go through the days, it's really going to help you go back to like day 1 or day 2 and help you really solidify those assignments as well. So don't get super hung up. And again, ask in the Facebook group. If you're not a part of the Facebook group, just search video for Biz Crew on Facebook and ask, what do people want? What is your niche and what do people in that Facebook group really want from somebody that teaches that? Ask. Get interacting in the Facebook group. Hi, Trina. Should I start filming before I do a channel plan or vice versa? So it's totally up to you. I started out my channel without doing a channel plan. Having a channel plan just helps you have a clear strategy. It helps you figure out what your next steps are going to be. I'm a person who likes to have like checklists and know what I'm doing next. So I would have liked to have a channel plan so that I had a clear strategy going into releasing my content. But if you don't want a channel plan, you don't have one, that's totally fine. Just get started. That's my biggest advice. Just get started. Get a video up, because you're not going to really be able to figure it out until you get a video up there. You may even have a channel plan and get a video up and realize, oh, I'm taking a different route than what I wrote down. And that's fine too. It just helps you get an idea and helps you get started. Thanks. I struggle wanting to find clients and also wanting to talk about current events, explaining in plain language. I can't decide what to focus on. So Anne-Marie, what is your primary source of income? What are you going to be selling? What do you want your audience to buy from you? That's really what I'm focusing on with the YouTube channel, is complementing your business. How can you get people that are watching you onto your email list and ultimately through a funnel so that they can work with you one-on-one, they can buy a course from you, they can buy a product from you. So think about ultimately, what would you like the viewer to do next? Work with you, maybe buy an ebook from you. That's how you're going to figure out what your content plan is going to be. And on Wednesday, we're going to talk a little more in depth on content strategy. So I hope that helped you out, Anne-Marie. I would subscribe to you for this expertise. Oh, great. Thanks, Zulu Moon. That's great stuff. Okay, cool. Thank you, Trina. Emily Grace Design says, how many topics in the same niche do you recommend? Emily, can you just describe, can you please explain that a little bit more? How many topics in the same niche? I'm not sure what you mean. So say you teach Instagram. I could go through a list of ideas. How to set up an Instagram, what to write in your profile, how to create an Instagram theme. Should I use hashtags? What should I create? What should I like? What types of photos should I post? How should I interact? When should I post? Those are all different video ideas that you could get started with just within that niche. And if you're doing one video a week, that was 7 weeks worth of content just thrown right at you. It's so hard. I keep doing different types of videos and not sure how to connect with people. And I have no products to sell either, just YouTube. So I would definitely suggest figuring out what you're going to sell, because YouTube is not going to make you money. Trust me, unless you have 100,000 subscribers, you're not going to make any money on YouTube. I realized that really quickly. Like 2 years ago, I started a mom channel when I was pregnant, and it's so hard to grow a channel if you don't have a clear strategy. So my business now focuses on helping online entrepreneurs create a video strategy and a YouTube strategy to complement their business. So I have ways to work with me, and that's how I really am making my money. If you're just planning on making money through brand deals and YouTube AdSense is going to be really hard, and you're going to have to put a lot more time, and also you're going to have to publish a lot more frequently. So people who are using YouTube as a primary source of income, they're posting to YouTube 4, 5, 6 times a week, because the more content they get out there, the more people see them, and that's how they're growing their channel. So you need to think about, do you have the time to be posting 5, 6, 7 times a week, or do you have another way that you want to build a business or another product that you want to sell? So that's what you really need to start thinking about. From the very young to the not so young, I had to figure out why they were coming for me. For me, it's actually creating memories. Okay. So Zulu Moon, maybe you just create a couple videos, do like 4 videos on various topics, and then see what people are responding to most. See where you're getting the most videos, and that's really going to solidify what people are valuing your channel for. So maybe do a couple videos and see what the trend is. See which videos are getting more likes and shares and comments to really help you solidify what videos you should focus on. My topic is just about dogs. I'm a dog trainer and coach dog owners, but there's a huge competition out there. I'm unique because I don't use treats, tools, force. So definitely promote that in your video titles. Promote dog training without force, or dog training without treats, or dog training without tools. Use those types of ideas to solidify your content, because I am more than sure there are people out there that want to know how to train their dog without having to give them a treat every time, or without having to, punish them for doing something wrong. I can guarantee you there is a niche out there for that. So just figure out what those keywords which you guys, we're going to be going into more content ideas on Wednesday. But for now, I just wanted you to start thinking about this, start writing your ideas down. And then when we go into Wednesday and I teach you how to validate your video ideas, I think that's really going to help you come back to your channel plan to validate who you're focusing on. So does that help you out, Sorrow? I know it may not be the right answer right now, but Wednesday we are going more into validating video ideas and how to come up with video ideas. Emily says, what I mean is in graphic design, have topics like Adobe tutorials. Yes, I think that is great, especially if you are a web designer and you can teach people on Squarespace, WordPress, Adobe. What are some tools that you use that people who are wanting to DIY their website would want to learn how to use? So I know I don't know how to use Adobe. I use Final Cut for YouTube. And I use Squarespace, but I would love to have Squarespace tips on, how to customize your blog post, or how to upload a Squarespace banner without it being all grainy. Because if you check out my website now, my banner is grainy, and I apologize, but I could not figure that out. And done is better than perfect. So those would be some great ideas for you, Emily. And then as people see that you can teach them how to do that, and they realize that I don't want to do this myself, this is too complicated, they have already created a relationship with you because you taught them a process. They'll be much more willing to want to hire you to do it for them if that's something if that's a service that you offer. So definitely start with those like simple tutorials to teach people who are DIYing, so that they can get to know you, develop that relationship with you. So when they get to the point they want to hire someone to do it on their own, they come looking for you. Okay, Zulu Moon says that makes sense. Great. Sorrow, he says yes. Okay, so those were the questions that I had so far. Like I said, I wanted to keep these 15-20 minutes, so we're at 23 minutes. So are there any other questions that you would like me to answer? And remember, head into the Facebook group, get talking with each other, ask each other questions like, I specialize in this niche, what would you be looking for from me? Start interacting in the Facebook group too, because that's a great place to really validate ideas and help you with this whole channel plan and value proposition and what you can offer people. So let me know from you if you got this and we are good to go, because I got a picnic to hop on over to as well. Will you teach us how to do the channel style? So by channel style, I mean Are you going to be talking just one-on-one like this? Are you going to be teaching like a screen share? Are you going to be like, what is your style of teaching going to be? Is it going to be a bunch of clips of you doing something? I don't want you to get focused on channel style so much. That's more like, how are you going to share your content? What style are you going to share your content? Is it going to be live like this? Is it going to be overhead shots? Maybe you teach cooking and you're teaching overhead shots. Sorrow is a dog trainer, so maybe he's teaching while having the camera on a dog. So he's showing like the actual techniques of dog training outside, like that type of style. Okay, great. I'm glad you understand, Listelia. Merritt, I have no idea what to sell or how to go about it. That's why just doing YouTube at the moment. At least it is a start. Get your videos out there. Try to come up with a strategy with your video. So what do you want your channel to be about? Who do you want to watch your video? Because even if you are just doing YouTube for brand deals, the brands have specific audiences they want to target. So maybe you think about what brands would you want to work with and who are their target audience. So maybe that's your target audience and you can create content based on that target audience. But again, I suggest thinking of a way how you could sell a product or service instead of just focusing on YouTube, because it's so hard to make money on YouTube, trust me. Live inspired, thanks. Like this idea about getting clear about a niche. Great. And like I said, as we go through this week, it will definitely help you get clear on your strategy, your niche, who you're targeting and stuff as well. Celeste says, I'm thinking short, punchy video clips for millennials. I'm making the transition. That's great. Short clips. Perfect. It makes it easy for you. And especially millennials. I know we probably have short attention spans. So definitely some short clips. Maybe once you start doing it and you start getting traction, you try a little bit longer videos to see if they respond to that as well. So definitely great start. That's perfect. Live inspired. I love it. I mean, Celeste, that's great, Celeste. Sorrow, thank you. Celeste, also tips for line managers, coaches, and mentors. Great. I'm loving these ideas. Again, go into the Facebook group, Video for Biz Crew. Get some feedback. Get some input from everybody else in there as well. Thank you all for being here. I'll be back here again tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern, and we'll be talking branding your YouTube channel. So jump on over to Facebook. I'll be talking to you there, and thank you so much for being here. Bye.